guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. This is a new experience today, and I'm going to welcome Jason. He actually has offered to help us out today just with body corrections. I'm assuming that we're going to do maybe some cupping.
Yeah, we'll do some cupping. So I do a lot of tissue work, so grass center scraping. We'll do a little bit of stretching too. I have a very systematic approach I follow, so I kind of treat every client the same, then I adapt to them based on the feedback I'm getting from their body. Then we'll do some breathing techniques, guided meditation at the end, and we'll finish up in some hot cold exposure.
So I've never done like a cold thing.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh,
this will be my first experience.
This one's really cool today.
Probably
too, so
be really dramatic.
It's about 38 degrees, so you'll love it.
Okay.
You'll be feeling invigorated after.
So yeah. So yeah, you've seen kind of like we've done, you know, like I've worked with different like masseuses and also like physical therapists as well. So I like to kind of just integrate showing you guys like what body work means and like what we kind of do here, just to kind of throw in the different side of health, because I think that this is a part of health that's actually like overlooked. And you know, I want to make sure that anytime we do, you know, these types of services, that we're always making sure that we're giving credit to who is actually doing the service, and it's not just like a free-for-all, we're just filming just aimless content. So I'm one of those people where like I want to make sure that people feel very valued. So I also wanted to say that we really appreciate you even having us and also allowing us to film.
I really appreciate it too. Thanks for letting me be in the video.
Shawty's like a melody in my head that I can't keep on. Got me singing.
Yeah, so how cupping works, it's going to direct and guide the blood flow. So think of it as like getting a cut. When you get a cut, the first thing that happens is your body bleeds, right? And then it kind of goes through a process.
That would be a good one right there.
The blood coagulates, scabs, and then it heals. Eventually, you know, the cut goes away and your skin's back to normal. So same kind of concept here. I'm placing the cup, pumping it up. It's pulling up the skin, fascia, and directing the blood flow there. Obviously, she's not bleeding because we're not making an incision. But when they get in the blood, we have oxygen and nutrients, so more O2, more nutrients to the area. It's going to promote self-tissue healing. So anti-inflammatory, analgesic properties. It's going to help stimulate your central nervous system. Kind of make your brain and body connect, but forget there is pain if you do have any pain.
Lucas, too, if you want to see better, you can always turn. I have the ring light thing in my purse too.
You're good. This is actually solid.
All right, which ones are really red?
They're all pretty much
They're
the
all
same
pretty
color.
red.
Yeah, they are. When's the last time you had treatment?
A while.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then those are like E-stem kind of.
E-stem. Yep. If it's too much, just let me know if you're contracting. That's perfect.
So basically, so how would you describe what E-stem does? Because that's something new she hasn't had done.
So
I've never done this before.
Really?
Yeah.
So muscles fire off of electrical impulses. So your a contraction starts as a thought in the brain, and then that turns into an electrical impulse. It travels down your nerve, and then your nerves are embedded into your muscles. Then you get a muscle contraction. So that's just eliciting that same response. So that's why you're having those contractions right there.
Wow.
So it's really good for pain, nerve health, all that good stuff.
All right. Wow.
See what it looks like.
Oh wow. It's so funny. Like if
Your back's like contracting. I've had this. It's so good after
Oh
that.
man.
So pain's real, but pain's also a perception.
So we're just like going hard, and we're just not even. All right, we're not even gonna.
Nope, Miranda, embrace the
No
struggle.
warning. No warning. Like this. No warning. Okay. Well.
That's why I said if you get a little overstimulated, just let me know.
I mean, all right.
You all right?
No, that's fine.
So yeah, operate a little differently. I kind of created this, so it's a very one-of-one unique experience. So when I was creating how I wanted to conduct my sessions, that's kind of the thought process. I wanted to give someone a unique experience and kind of just reshape what bodywork should be, and kind of provide that like high quality feel for people.
So is that kind of like a hot rock that you're like rubbing to break up
So
scar
this
tissue?
is scraping a grass.
Oh, you have a grass. Sorry, I saw the rocks.
Those
there.
are really hot right now. So there's like 150.
So that's aggression. So you're kind of digging out her legs right now.
exactly.
Also, you can do my glutes. I just didn't want to wear a bikini for
Yeah, no, you're great. But
Oh, I know that feels like shit, Miranda.
Wow. No, it doesn't feel that bad.
So some people are really bad at it, they overdo it. So I have some theories I built my practice off of, and one of those is you shouldn't have to recover from recovery work. If you have to recover from recovery work, I think that's the most counterintuitive thing that I've ever heard in my life. So if you're more
That's
sore,
honestly really true.
if you're more sore when you leave here than when you came here, that person fucked up.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's valid. That's valid.
Yeah, because I work on NBA players, NFL players, you know, they don't have time to be out like
No.
days at a time. They're looking to get better immediately.
I've realized, I feel like it also comes to like you said with sports, like the higher level athletes, they go about their recovery and what they do differently, where like most masseuses don't work on those types of people. So like they just dig your shit out and they're like, how'd that feel? And you're like, I felt that. And they're like, yeah, I did good.
Right, yeah. You're sore, I did great.
Okay, wait, I'm gonna make a comparison. It's like when you do a HIIT cardio workout and you're like dripping sweat.
I crushed the workout.
And I crushed the workout, but it's like you don't see progress after 3 months. And it's like, why am I not seeing progress? Like, you're not actually doing anything conducive to results.
Literally, you hit the nail right on the head. Or so, like, a lot of bodybuilders like that kind of work, though. They like to feel like they just got beat up. And I'm like, well, that's what works for you guys, but I don't think you're doing anything for them.
It's not your,
Right. It's just not my style.
Have you worked on, more, main bodybuilders here and stuff?
Bodybuilders, I work on a couple of them. That's just not so much my crowd. I'm more into, like, the NFL, NBA. I work on a lot of fighters. And, like, my typical client is someone who's, like, honestly, like a CEO, just goes to the gym like 3 or 4 times a week.
Okay.
So like more just like active people, not necessarily like into the heavy bodybuilding. I do work on a couple of them though, but just like more just active in general, which is great in TM because everyone's active here.
Yeah.
everyone's active in
Not hard not to be if you like shower twice a day to stay alive. Yeah.
Doing okay so far?
Oh yeah, I'm just out here living.
Oh yeah, your back's.
Yep.
Yo.
I can't believe you never did a cool toe.
No,
She's gonna screech.
So
okay,
have you had cupping before?
Yeah, just not like, well, I think people just, I worked with like 3 or 4 people since I've lived here for almost 2 years now, but people either are too gentle or they do stuff like randomly.
Right.
And it's just kind of like, I don't understand.
Yeah, they don't have a method behind what they're doing.
Or like they'll do like 1 or 2 cups, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, what was the point of just doing 2, I guess, like.
So as you know from cupping then too, like this will be probably the worst time as we work together more frequently if we do.
Yeah.
Like my work will get better with the bruising and everything.
Yeah.
Your lower back's fucking blood.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Well, she's pale too, so it's just gonna look so
I know.
much worse.
This is the best.
Yeah, I have very sensitive skin, so everything affects me, and it wouldn't affect anybody else. It's just me. So, oh wow. Okay, we're really.
Oh, those are the hot rocks.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's just I told you like something you never experienced before.
Yeah.
Very one-on-one.
So okay, you do the grafting. It kind of breaks up the tissue,
Yep.
and then the hot rocks kind of help. What would that do
Just
exactly?
gonna kind of calm the inflammation and just kind of calm her down too. And then it's gonna open up the tissue. So next I'm gonna use my hands on her. And plus from using the grass, and I kind of know where she's already tight, right?
Gotcha. Yeah. That makes sense.
Okay. So these are really hot right now. So I use them on the legs first to kind of absorb some of the heat. Because when you're moving them, they don't feel as hot. So if I were to place these on her back right now, she'd probably scream because they're so hot.
Yeah.
So I use them right here to absorb the heat into the legs. So I get to a certain part. I think she can tolerate that on her back.
Okay, that makes sense.
This whole like little tweaking out thing on my back is really something.
Oh, it feels crazy, doesn't it?
It's really something. Have you done that, Lucas?
I have done all of that.
Oh.
But that's because they
Is that
do.
football?
Yes,
Oh.
they do a lot of this with like treatment after.
Well, see, I feel like
games
this.
and
He's
stuff.
good for you too, because it's like this is more like athletic.
So that's why a lot of like the NBA players, NFL players, college players come to me because it reminds them of like what they used to do too, or like ex-athletes.
Especially at like like with football or sports when you play at like high level universities. Like
Lucas, you didn't tell him that you played football?
No.
I don't go around saying.
Oh yeah, so
I'm a
Lucas,
football player.
so Lucas's background is he went to Brother Rice High School. It's in Michigan. So it was an all-boys school. He loved it there. And then he played football there. And then he went to Western Michigan and he was a linebacker there. And he drank chocolate milk and Hawaiian punch in one sitting.
What does that have to do with the story?
It was disgusting.
Yeah, you were pretty disgusting back then too.
No, like I ate greens and salads and stuff. And you
It's all in the video because
Oh, we don't know. You used to sit in your bedroom and just eat peanut butter, like a whole tub every day.
I was short macros.
Short macros. You fucked your macros with that.
I used to make these. I don't know if I want to say smoothies. Lucas, should I? I feel like it's almost like 3 meal replacements.
Nah, you made some bomb smoothies with high calories.
Let me tell you, I would put because like Lucas always had to gain weight, so I had like mass gainer as protein, like chocolate mass gainer in a huge tub, and I put like 6 scoops in there for 2 of us. And then I would do like chocolate chips, peanut butter.
Chai seeds.
Yeah, chai seeds, the chocolate almond milk. Have you ever tried that shit? It's so good.
Yeah.
So that and like the shake with like a banana, oats.
And then
I would do some wild
we
shit.
would make and drink this at like 3 a.m. in the
Yeah,
morning.
because we'd go to the gym in the middle of the night because we didn't have time to go work out because I did dance team and stuff. So he played football and was like up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and then
Oh, yeah, that's football
I had
workout.
dance team shit in class. So the only time we could go to the gym was like after a basketball game at like 11 or 12. So
Yeah. So I used to just skip class and sleep. Sorry, coach.
So yeah, basically,
Still got good grades.
basically we still actually operate the same.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we go to the gym like literally in the middle of the night sometimes. It's just
Sometimes?
Okay, it's.
I said, I've seen you guys there, very.
Miranda, we've been going in the middle of
It's
the
definitely
night.
more often than I'd like to admit, I would say. But to be honest with you, it's, you know, there's 2 of us, and we need like 10 people, but everyone sucks and lies and is out for themselves, so it's just the 2 of us. We do have like more, I'd say, external help where, you know, like we're working with, you know, a manager and an agency, but it's more so we need like hands-on help, and I personally need hands-on help. I have really bad time management. I'm just never in a hurry, and then I'm in a hurry getting somewhere because then I have to be in a hurry. That makes sense?
Is she self-aware?
Oh yeah, I mean, I will tell you my worst qualities before anybody else can tell you.
I actually think that is her worst quality.
But then honestly, people will still go out of their way to tell me what my bad qualities were when I didn't ask for them, and then they can't handle when I tell them what their bad qualities are. So it's kind of like I live a life where like nothing's fair to me, and like it's all good, you know?
It's a human experience, right?
Yeah,
There you
it's just the Miranda experience.
Miranda.
Everyone's offended by my truth, which sometimes becomes like actual truth. Because like all I speak is real, and then they tell me who I am, and I have to just take it and be like, all right, sick, yeah.
Oh, your back's contracting. It's harder.
Just
I love it.
Focusing on your breath. And breathe. Good.
She's very flexible.
Yeah, pretty good. Go ahead and kick back into my hand like you're trying to put your foot back down to the table. 1, 3, 2, 1, relax. And
Is that what I'm supposed to do?
yeah.
Oh, okay, alright. Wow. This whole back thing is really fucking me up.
Legs
Can you imagine being wasted having this like back? Wow. That would be a whole experience.
What got you guys? What brought you guys down here?
Like the Tampa.
Yeah.
Michigan sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that shit sucks.
We had a couple places that we wanted to, like we had ideas for, like Houston, LA, Arizona,
Yeah.
Florida. And then we decided on Florida. I don't know why exactly we decided on Tampa.
I would say it was more like I've been to Florida many times throughout like just my childhood. I've gone to like Daytona a bunch of times. I've gone to St. Petersburg, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, and I just felt like the Tampa area was, I don't want to say like classier than all the other places, but just more family oriented kind of a thing.
Right.
Like more.
Which
down
it's
to-
not. It's actually St. Pete's.
Yeah, it's actually
St.
not.
Peter's,
Yeah.
It's more St. Pete's family
But
oriented.
Tampa is more, I think, for younger people. I say.
Yeah, also I was actually gonna say that
20
her,
to 30.
her
40.
calves and shins and ankles are like pretty locked up.
Yeah, I actually walk a lot and I just get really like locked up. I don't know why.
And you might notice sooner or later one of her legs is like an inch longer than the other.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This whole back thing is really
So
interesting.
we'll have to see the damage.
Great. What's worse, Luke, is my lower back or my upper, like the traps?
They're both gonna be bad.
Yeah, they're all like the same color. You're pretty
Good.
even.
Good.
If you did mine, it'd be all lower back and then rear delt. Now that on your calves and hamstrings, that's gonna feel unique.
I don't even want to know. But I'm gonna know.
Well, he has it on there right now. Ooh.
Oh. Oh, there goes content for a week. See ya.
I think people will like it.
Oh yeah, it's very unique. It's always nice when I come to the gym and Luke's is like, Brenda, why are you wearing leggings? It's leg day. I'm like, well, I can't always wear the same thing over and over and over again. Remember, Lucas, you said that the other day? You're like, what are you wearing? I'm like,
Yeah.
clothes.
It ended up being a solid fit though.
Yeah, exactly.
How did you guys get into the social media content creation?
Just decided to like fuck around and find out.
I mean, honestly, so it was like, when we were in college, it was like 10 years ago.
God, that's so. You sound so old saying that, please.
Oh, it is. We are. So it's about 10 years ago. It was like right around the time Katie Earn started blowing up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
So she was like the first girl, and I literally looked at Miranda one day, and I was like, "You could do this."
Yeah.
And then like that day, we created the Instagram, and we just started posting, and haven't really looked back since. It's like that, literally that simple.
I actually dropped out of college, so I was wanting to be a prosecutor. So he
None of them are
graduated.
too bad. Rear delt, like middle rhomboid rear delt, where they connect. Pretty is like the most.
That's the time Jen Selter was blowing up too.
Jen, yeah, she was
Yeah.
actually already probably blown up by then. I would say she's been around for a minute.
Yeah.
Same with like Paige Hathaway back then, and who else was pretty
Heidi
big
was
then?
Heidi Summers
Yeah.
wasn't
But
original.
you guys have been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we started doing this when I was like 21,
How old are you guys?
28.
20. I turned 29 next month.
Actually, no, Lucas, we did this before my 21st birthday.
You were doing this. You were doing this at 19.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it was. Yeah, because I had quit college my junior year. Yeah, I quit after my third year. Yeah, and back then it was interesting because everything that we do now is supported, but like when we did it, it wasn't cool.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't fun.
Everyone
There
looked at
was-
you crazy.
There was no TikTok. There was no Vine. There was
No,
no.
Vine was like just starting.
Okay, yeah, but I'm
I
saying
feel like
like,
that wasn't for like gym content stuff either though.
yeah.
I don't know.
Honestly, the gym didn't become cool until like 2 years ago. And then,
Yeah.
and then literally one day it was like everyone wanted to be a gym influencer, and it was like, oh, like lifting weights is now cool.
Yeah.
But it was also, I mean, since we've started social media,
Yeah.
I mean, I'll probably get canceled for this, but
Oh god.
it's like the people that like dance on the videos, like and all that, like, dude, we used to like beat those guys' ass in high school, and now it's like those are the cool guys. Like the cool guy's not the football star quarterback. The cool guy is the dude that's standing in the corner like doing a little dance on his phone, and everyone's like, yeah, bro.
No, that's actually facts though.
No, you know what it is though, Lucas? It's more about like being like swaggy.
Yeah.
It's
Whatever
more
that
about,
is-
like,
whatever that is.
Style or like the aesthetic I guess that person brings, which I don't know. I think mine's just messy mess. Blonde mess.
Where you bring mess.
Yeah.
Blonde. She's a blonde, tired mess.
Yeah. Kind of savagey though, but like kind of tired.
Yeah.
More tired than savagey, I'd say nowadays. But,
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, it was like, my family had a hard time adapting to the whole like social media stuff. His family was kind of like, what are you guys doing type shit,
Go get a real job.
Well, it was more like, why do you think you guys are gonna make money off of this? And like, honestly, we saw other people doing it.
Right.
It wasn't like we were the first, so it was kind of like, the proof's already in the pudding. It just, I wanted to kind of bring like a different realm of fitness where like, I wasn't just bodybuilding and I wasn't just powerlifting, because I did do a powerlifting meet when I was like 20.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to kind of be like a good mixture of being like feminine but also very strong. And I wanted to kind of be like one of the people that could bring in like beauty to fitness without it being one extreme or the other. I don't know if I did that, but I did try.
At least you had a vision.
Yeah, I would say back then it was more about like trying to figure out how to grow. Because like we, honestly still to this day, like it's funny because everyone just sees like a number by my name, and I actually get like ridiculed for it more than people realize. Just because of the fact of like, people really want strong women audiences. Like when when it's like a woman.
Mm-hmm.
But it just like, people I think forget that like, I used to only lift heavy and post like PRs and clients that used to train back in the day. So it's like, I feel like men were more geared to like me because, I lifted heavy and I was a no bullshit type of person. And I acted more masculine, I would say, than I did feminine.
And then you add in you're attractive, and it like.
Well,
makes
but
it
I was gonna
happen.
say, now we're trying to kind of like rewind and be like, okay, so like I don't have time to like deadlift a lot like that anymore. We've definitely like, transitioned into
Wait,
more
Miranda,
lifestyle.
hold up, pause that story.
What?
What's the most you think she could deadlift?
Like in her prime of like power.
Like not now, like in her like when she was at her strongest.
Like 405.
For 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was pretty good.
That was a good guess.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So what made you guess that?
I used to work with this one girl. She's a power lifter, and her name's Bree. Do you know her? She used to be local in Tampa.
Yeah, she's dating a guy that's a doctor, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I actually went with her, one of her power meetings.
Do they go to the other?
Yeah, they do.
The other
Yes.
powerhouse?
Yes.
Okay. I think I've been going.
You've seen them. We've never actually met them. I've met the boyfriend.
Yeah. Okay.
She's strong as fuck though.
Yeah, she used to do powerlifting. I think she's more bodybuilding now, just because of like the toll that powerlifting took on her body.
All that takes a toll on your body.
Oh my god, yeah.
Or on your bank account.
Yeah. Well, it kind of got to the point for me where I'm like, everyone's like, are you going to compete? Are you going to compete? And it was just kind of like, I did a powerlifting meet and I was just like, okay, like what else do I do from this? If I'm not willing to like start injecting testosterone right now, I don't really see the point of trying to really go all the way for this. My body will eventually tap out being natural. I mean, I'm not a superhero. So it was kind of like one of those things where I started to be more realistic of like, I just want to be strong and not do it for like a trophy or an award. Like I just wanted to be like my best, like whatever that meant for me in that moment. And that's kind of like what I chased for a long time. I mean, it got to the point where like my day would be ruined if I didn't hit the number I was supposed to hit for deadlifts. Like that would be a crucial part of my day if I wasn't able to hit like that number. Cause like
that's hard to do it day in and day out.
Oh yeah. Well, and then on top of that, we were trying to post on social media. We were training clients full time. So like we started training clients, between 5 and 6 a.m., Monday through Friday. And at one point I was going Monday through Sunday by myself before he even started with me. Just to kind of like get my name out there and just to kind of like build a smaller community in Michigan. And that lasted until it didn't. But I would say more so the thing with Michigan was the support lasts so much. It's like if you stay local and if you do like local accomplishments, you get supported there. But like when you start to try to do more elsewhere or like be a part of brands that people idolize, they don't actually support you. And that was very hard to navigate through because it's like, I was with Alani and my whole gym used to, have their energy drinks because like energy drinks back then it was kind of like Bang was like the big brand and stuff like that. And, it was just kind of like, I don't understand, like I would be like, social with people and I would, chat and stuff like that. And like, it just, there was an energy where it was just kind of like, I just don't like you or I hate you type shit. And it was like nothing that anyone said. It was a feeling I got.
You go to flip over, take that towel with you.
Oh god, this is like, we're like sauna shit.
No.
Lucas, remember that FaceTime call we were talking about the other day? This is what it was.
It's like on YouTube for you right now.
Oh.
What's up, bro?
Can't even see right now.
What's that? Okay, what's this?
Oh, what is
Yeah,
happening?
what's this?
What is happening?
this is gonna
This looks
heat
like
up.
a checkerboard.
You gotta lay down, so it's gonna heat up to about.
Like on my back?
Yep. 160 degrees. It's PEMF, EMF,
Oh,
red light, infrared light.
It's gonna be warm and feel good.
Yeah, basically. It's basically just stimulating your body to supercellular level that I wouldn't be able to obtain. You've heard of grounding, correct? Grounding, like
No.
going outside in the morning or at night, like with your
Like
shoes
putting-
off, like touching the earth.
I've heard of it. You've heard of it. I don't know if you've
Oh,
done it.
yeah.
So that elicits like a specific like reaction in the body, and so it's supposed to be that PEMF.
Oh,
Alright.
interesting.
Oh, we're
Her
in
Delta.
fuck.
Her
Okay.
Delta now gonna get fucked.
Okay, remember that lifestyle content you mentioned? See ya. Remember that?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, to be honest with you, social media is really hard. I'm not even gonna,
well, it's hard. I feel like it's hard because if we're being honest. Again,
don't lie.
I don't lie.
Yeah.
I have lied.
I'm just
You
kidding.
don't lie, you sugarcoat the truth.
No, there's like one or two things I've lied on. I'll accept my flaw there.
Yeah.
There's no money in the fitness industry.
None.
And the issue is everyone wants to do fitness and everyone thinks they're gonna get
Well,
paid.
everyone wants a sponsored brand.
Yeah, and
They don't start fitness to like want to impact
Well,
people's lives.
fitness brands don't want to pay you sponsor
Yeah.
money. They just want you to push their code and then say, here's a commission link. If you sell well, you'll make money.
Yeah.
And
And it's like,
but like the codes used to be cool like 10 years ago. It's not.
but now everyone
It's
has
so
it.
saturated, yeah.
Yeah, well, because everyone has a code. I mean, and then like for me, like I've always kind of like pinpointed with brands. You know, it's always like Miranda's this problem, and it's like I try not. No, I'm like that's serious. Like,
No, she's actually really serious.
I don't try to like cause harm or anything like that. Like I'm a very powerful person, but like I also have learned like as I've gotten older, like I learned like where my place is. So like if I have to earn something, I earn it. You know, I'm not sucking up to people or trying to cheat, or I don't do like disgusting shit. You know, like I've actually seen people do disgusting shit. I could definitely ruin people's lives, even just talk about what I've seen or experienced, but like that's not my point. It's more so just, I don't do things that lack integrity. And because of that, and because people like want to challenge me, or they want to like put me in my place, or they want to take me a couple steps back and affect my career negatively, it makes it so much harder to like honestly go forward, because as much as I take 10 steps forward, companies that are in charge of paying me, they take me 20 steps back, jipping me out of a contract, or, saying, hey, we're going to sign you, and then a day later, and they're supposed to pay me in 2 days, they're like, oh, just kidding, we replace you with 3 people. And it's like,
What?
oh, like, that's how this is. Like, and like I had to learn that kind of fast, and it's still, still to this day it happens kind of like that. So, but like with other people though, it doesn't happen like that. Like I could actually tell the story to other girls I'm friends with, or just other people I meet, and they'd be like, wait, what?
Right.
Like I've never heard of that. And sometimes they think I'm lying. They're like, that's so crazy. Like I know so-and-so that worked with so-and-so, and like they didn't have that experience. I'm like,
yeah, that's because everyone's passive, and you're very assertive.
And like I also stand up for myself. So like if I'm being disrespected, or other people around me, there was a time where like I was traveling, we were out of state, and this company did not want my makeup artist to be there, and they didn't want Lucas to be there, and it's like for me, I'm a girl around a bunch of guys, and I want to be, I want to make sure that I feel comfortable.
Right.
And if I don't know you guys, and like, I don't know what people's intentions are, I mean, I've also been in other situations too, where like, it would make sense as to why I would want other people there in rooms to be there, and so everyone kind of just makes me this like big deal, and it's very frustrating, because it's like, it's like you have integrity and then you get punished for it. You have boundaries, and then it's like we're gonna push you out because we want people that actually don't say anything.
Spine.
Yeah. So it's kind of like when you stand for something, there's so much resistance, more so than other people. And the people, honestly, that that don't say anything, they get way better opportunities. They do. It's just the way that the algorithm works in life, honestly. Seriously, people that drink alcohol online and are skinny and come from money, they win faster than anybody else. I promise you. Blondes.
Wait, I saw this tweet today. It said,
oh no.
It said, I'm not ugly, I'm just poor.
No, thanks. They did that with Tom Brady. They showed like when he first went to the NFL, to like what he is now.
Yeah.
Like, you're not ugly, you're just broke.
You're just broke, bro.
Yeah, it's just kind of hard because it's like people kind of look at me and they assume that I'm one way, and then like I'm not that way. Like I'm not stupid. I'm not easily manipulated.
So people think you're stupid.
I think people would like to think that I'm stupid.
I think people want to manipulate her, and then when they realize that like she's not that bitch, they're like, they double down and they see it as a challenge, and then when they realize that she's not like gonna budge,
and then she pushes back to,
and then they're like, oh, and then they play victim. They're like, oh yeah, you this, you that, fuck. Then it's like,
it around.
It's like a lot of like, oh, you think you're gonna talk to me like that? Well, I helped your career. You should remember that. I'm like, you didn't help me do shit.
Yeah.
You literally paid me for me doing a job. You didn't help me do anything.
Yeah.
Like let's be real here. The supplement brands, they all have their own special entities of what makes them valuable and unique. And at the end of the day, again, it's like athletes change brands. I mean, one person reps Nike, then they go to Adidas, then they go to
that's true.
Reebok, then they go to New Balance, and it's like it's a game. Life is all a game. So is jobs. So is changing. So is rebranding. I mean, and people don't even know what happens behind closed doors to the reason why I would have to leave. Because I can't disclose that information.
That's facts, yeah.
So it's like everyone wants to be like, oh, you're always changing brands, and it's like, but you have no idea why, and you're never gonna know.
Because we never want to change. Your goal is not to change.
I wanted to stay consistent, and some people, like even some friends of mine or other influencers I know, they've been with the same brands, but like I'm also in a place where I've always wanted more. So if a company can't offer me more money, I'm gonna go somewhere else that offers me more money. Because why? Because well, one, there's 2 of us. Okay, so it's like, it's not just about Miranda. It's actually never been about me, ever. It's always been about like team, you know,
Right.
like there's no I in team, like really, and I've actually like abided by that. And it's more so like we know what it takes to expand. We know that things cost money. We know that travel costs money. So, you know, it's not about like, let's pad Miranda's bank account. It's more so like we need to have income to survive, and we need more money to get other lenses, more camera equipment, more, you know, there's always more to add to what we do. And it's almost like too, and I'm sure you could relate to this, is like, it's like you kind of make up your work as you go. You
Yeah,
kind of have to
yeah.
study things on your own, and like you find out what works for you
Yep.
and what works for clients, and you know, then you get, you know, continuing customers and whatnot, and it's a huge learning game for everybody, honestly. You know, you find what you like, what you don't like. You know, everything's about preference, style, you know, comfort, trust, lies, whatever.
That's why they say doers are always more successful than people who
Yes.
are thinkers, because if you're a thinker, thinkers tend to overanalyze. They try to compensate for every variable, but when you're dealing
Yeah.
with humans, that's
Yeah.
not, you can't compensate for human variability.
Yeah,
You think you
absolutely.
can,
Yeah, you
but
can.
you just gotta do shit.
See,
and
out of
see
the
what
two of
happens.
us, I would say, and Lucas, you can back me up on this, but I am like 1000% fearless. I will run myself in the ground. I will run my car in the ground. I will do something that will benefit our future over getting groceries. Like that's like, I've always kind of been that way. And a lot of like the risks that we've taken have been from my brain wanting to expand on what we have created and making it more. You know, like I obviously started in the fitness thing, and one of honestly my best accomplishments to date was like I got to meet Selena Gomez. She was my idol for, you know, my entire life. I used to watch her on Barney and my small little kitchen TV, my mom and shit, you know. So it was like moments like that, I only got to experience that because I was relentless in doing more.
Right.
Where like Lucas is like, Miranda money, like it's really, no, we shouldn't do that, that's not smart. And it's like, I'm like, fuck it, I'll sacrifice everything, I don't care. Because he wants to try to be more smart. And honestly, sometimes his brain in being that way does help put perspective, you know.
Yeah,
but
I'm not a heavy, like, I'm a doer and a thinker. But
you
like,
think way more than I
you
do.
risk, no, but
Yeah.
you risk,
I risk
you're
more.
more willing to take risks than I am.
Yeah, I'm a huge risk taker.
And
I mean,
that's
I
the
dropped out of
difference.
college, if that tells you. I mean, I was going to be a lawyer. I mean, I was going to have a career, like an actual set career. You know, and like I gave that up to just what, do social media? I mean, to what, post fitness content? For then people to tell me who I am and they don't even go to therapy, like that's kind of, I'm like, that's serious. I mean, that's kind of like where we're at, I would say, you know, so it's like, and that's actually
I
interesting.
was gonna, you were talking about it earlier, like the supplement brands. I will say with like Cellucor now,
Yeah.
the one thing I really do like with them is they have all the supplements other brands have, but it's more affordable and
It's definitely way more important.
and
Like,
it's
first form is very
better
expensive.
and it's better formulated with
Yeah.
their whole new rebrand. How
Yeah.
they're formulating their like pre-workout and their
Yeah.
creatine and their glutamine, you're getting a way better bang for your buck.
And I like that they have really good like discounts and sales often.
Yeah.
You know, like I think that also helps too. Like you can buy things more in bulk and like get more of a percentage and discount type of a thing. You know?
And it's cool to see like C4 / like Cellucor. They've been around for so long. It's like, and it's the #1 selling like supplement brand in stores around the world. So it's like one of those things where it's like,
Yeah.
you went from a brand that was like a BMW with First Form, and then it's like you end up with a brand that's like, you didn't expect to be what it was, but it's been very pleasant with like seeing how it all
Yeah.
works out.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's the thing. Again, it's just like it's like driving a car. You know, you wear out the car and then you have to get a new one. Whether you buy a used one or a new one, you still have to get a new car. You have to get around somehow. You know, it's not like we live in New York City, but you know, it's just people don't understand a lot about life, and that becomes the problem with people saying and thinking negative things. Where it's like, I don't fixate on that stuff because it's like it's out of my control, and honestly, it wastes a lot of time. Actually, the biggest thing that people do that wastes time is dwell on how other people think and view them.
Dude, you are so fucking flexible.
I'm really not. If you
Bro, what? Your foot's above your head.
put my foot here, it would not be like this at all. My left leg will be more, you'll know, my left leg will be more restrictive to this. I'll say, you'll see. But yeah, it's just, life is really interesting, and I've tried to figure out life and like what people do wrong faster than others so that I don't fail as hard as other people. Like if I fail, it's like a letdown, but it's not like a life ruiner, and it's not like a, you know, destroying my whole day.
It's like a lesson.
Yeah, and then too with emotions and feelings, like I'm way more of a, I think very logically, so like if I have things to do, I'm not thinking about how I feel like emotionally. See, like this one's tighter, see?
Well, you just work the other one.
We'll get it.
Give it a second.
Yeah, it's just really tight.
It definitely is tighter though, I see that.
Yeah, my left split is not as good as my right, but whatever. So I typically usually get along with like older people because they have more of like that successful brain.
They have more wisdom.
And they have more wisdom, and I'm a very deep soul, naturally.
Pretty sure you can tell.
Yeah.
Just based on you talking for the last 30
So like
minutes.
I'll talk to like 25 to 30-year-olds, and like sometimes like they just like when they work, just like work jobs, they just always like look around or like they look at me like I'm absolutely insane with like what I say. They're just like, oh, like you're just on like a level. I don't. He's got. Some people say like I don't even know what to say right now. I'm like,
It's just lack of experience, 1,000%.
yeah, lack of experience, lack of
Life.
lack of life, and even too like human interaction. I mean, I don't really, I would say, interact with a lot of people on a daily basis, but I still have the social skills where like I can kind of talk to anybody, and and I'm not trying to always get something from somebody, and that's
Adaptability. You have to be adaptable.
yeah. But sometimes, honestly, I think people need to hear the truth, and if that's being taken as being that way, then like I could care less. Because people that know me actually do know that I am a very empathetic person. But there's also a time and place. Like I've actually been in this scenario as of recently with friends, or friends that I've been friends with for years, where they will give me all this feedback on my career because it's a lot of things like people get excited to see what we're doing. It's kind of like what are they gonna do next? What are they? What's happening next? Because like I'm not really so just in the fitness industry. I'm trying to dabble in like the beauty world and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of like people want to hear about my life. And then whenever I ask about theirs, it's like they feel like they're just too boring for me. And it's like, no, I actually want to hear like what normal life is like. Because honestly, I don't live a normal life. Like I want to be reminded of like what it's like to have a family barbecue. Because I don't have family here neither does he. So it's like it's stuff like that where it's like people treat me very differently. And then when I actually either give my opinion on something or just give feedback, because sometimes people spend like 50 minutes giving me feedback, I say one thing and then I'm punished for it. Because I was being honest. And it's like, I thought that when you have friends, I thought that you were supposed to want to have your friends back. And it's not about if they agree with what you said or not. It's about the fact that like my intent is to say something because I care about you enough to say it. And if other people around you are not saying it, it's because they're scared to. And honestly, they run away from their own truth, so they're never going to.
It's not a real friend anyway.
Well, that's the thing is people operate now where they don't want you to be real with them. They just want you to just enable their shit.
Yes, man.
And like I'm like, well, where is the generation where when you're actually friends with someone, you actually like say, hey, don't do that, or hey, what are you doing, or hey, do this, or hey, because like I listen to people give me feedback all the time. I would not be where I'm at today if I told people, hey, so I know you're talking to me right now, but can you just shut the fuck up, because I don't care. And like, can you imagine any older person or any successful person if I said, hey, I don't care about your opinion? They'd be like, fuck you. Get out of my face. It'd be like, it'd be just stuff like that.
I think it's the type of society that we live in now too.
Everyone's soft as hell.
So yes, it's a soft crowd.
Oh my god,
society.
everyone like wants to cry about getting feedback.
Wait,
Yes.
I read
You have to value
I read an article and it said 95% of parents do not ground their children anymore. When they get in trouble, there's no punishment. There's no accountability anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, what?
You can't do anything because now it's all like child abuse. Like
Oh,
if you
yeah.
ground your child, it's probably
They said like spanking your children is completely out.
yeah.
I mean, I used to get liquid soap in my mouth.
My dad used to beat my ass in the back corner of the living room.
I used to stand in the corner with the lights out. So like when I was younger, everyone was scared of the dark. I loved that shit. I lived there.
I lived it.
Well, your mom used to make me go downstairs, yeah.
Yeah, she used to make me go down, and I would have to come up when the oven came on, like the oven timer.
Yeah. My dad was different. My dad beat my ass, and then the moment I stopped crying when he beated me was the moment that he stopped beating me. Beated me. Well, he doesn't do it
You
anymore.
were definitely, you were like a little crier, I know it.
I didn't cry.
No, I Lucas, I know that you cried.
I cried until I didn't cry, and then he stopped.
Just get used to
And
it.
then after that, and then after
I
that,
cried, what is that? I cried until I didn't cry. He's
yeah.
like, I didn't cry.
Yeah, I cried till I
When
didn't
you
cry.
listen back to this clip, you're gonna laugh at that. 'Cause
Yeah.
you go, I didn't cry. You go, I cried until I cried.
Well, I said that. I said my dad stopped hitting. My dad stopped hitting me when I stopped crying.
Oh,
And then after that, it was just like,
yeah.
none of y'all can like really physically hurt me because like
Yeah.
my dad already did that.
I didn't cry. My mom said I cried more. Oh wow. My mom said I cried more at age 6 and like 7 than I did like any of my other life.
And that's not too bad for you, is it?
No.
Okay.
Like I used to be in my living room and
How's that feel in your neck, Marie?
really good, honestly. My neck and traps are fucked. I used to just mimic Britney Spears on TV. You know, that was like my girl. Same with Ricky Martin. We used to go see him. We actually saw him, I think, in 2021. My mom in another life wished that Ricky Martin was hers and no one else's.
Isn't he gay?
Yes. She still wishes that. I mean, he's still very attractive. He's
He's an attractive dude.
he like keeps up with himself, you know?
Yeah. I feel like that's how it should be.
Yeah, but you know, you have money and it's kind of like.
Again, I'm not ugly, I'm just poor.
But they're not poor.
No.
But yes, that's kind of like my life story.
Thanks for
There you
that.
go.
See, normal people trump dump on you, but I just told stories. See?
That's true.
Yeah.
I do want you to start some deep breathing though for me. You're gonna go in through your nose as best you can. And out through your mouth. Good. With each breath, try to get deeper than your last. And also start disconnecting from any internal thoughts, whatever's flowing through your mind right now, just go ahead and let that go. We're just gonna start fully connecting with that breath. You start to feel a sense of calmness coming through your body. At the same time, we're servicing stress, tension, negative energy, or emotion. Whatever you're holding on to right now is not serving you, reaching your goals. Just go ahead and release that. It's just wasted energy that we don't need. On your next inhale, give me the biggest breath in you've taken all day. Need max capacity to breathe. Feel like you're upping with the air from good. Big release. Same thing. Next breath in, biggest breath all day. Right when you're at the top, we're gonna go in for 3 seconds. A big 3 at the top. We have 3, 2, 1. Big release. Let it all go. Let everything go. We're not over the bottom for 3 as well. Push and squeeze. We got 3, 2, 1. We're gonna repeat that 2 more times in the same process. Big breath in, biggest breath all day. Big 3 count at the top. 3, 2, 1. Big release. Let it all go. Beautiful. Push and squeeze at the bottom for 3 seconds. We got 3, 2, 1. Amazing. Last one. Make this one your biggest, best breath of the day. Got a big 5 count at the top. Deeper, deeper. You got more. Push, push. And we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big release. Go ahead and blow it all out. Let everything go. We got a 3-second hold at the bottom. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Then return to normal deep breathing for me. Just no more hold. Just big, deep, rhythmic breath.
Are my traps tight?
There you are. I'm doing pretty good now. Usually traps are stress, 1000%.
Oh yeah.
Your whole life stress.
I mean, yeah, I can imagine.
I eat
That's what you
everything
guys
all
do. It's like, I finally posted my first video today in 3 years, and I was fucking nervous.
Oh, with that basketball guy? I saw that.
Yeah,
That's a
I
good
was
video.
nervous about it. I'm like, alright, here we are now, though. I guess we're gonna get started on this content shit. So yeah, it's actually pretty remarkable. Like, I built everything I have right now, and I can do 60 sessions a week if I want to.
Oh wow.
But
that's
literally
a lot.
with zero social media presence, just the
That's
story
awesome.
post, yeah.
That's awesome.
So I'm really excited to see what happens next with actually.
See, but that means that you
content
have really good personal connections with people, which is really good.
Exactly. You know, like you can go get work done anywhere, right?
Oh,
But what's
yeah.
going to keep coming back? The experience. You know, can you relate? Do you feel comfortable? That's why I say it's much more than body work. I feel like other people focus too much on the body work. Obviously, the work has to be good too, though, right? But like, you know, there's so many differentiating factors. Just like anything, you know, why do you have a large following?
Yeah, but the thing is like you actually work out
Yeah, for sure.
and you're actually like very physically fit. Where like I feel like a lot of people in like this type of space are not, so it doesn't hit the same.
Well, I feel like it gives him a perspective and insight into things that other people wouldn't have too.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
it actually separates him in this field because you know we've worked with other people where like they do similar stuff. Not to, I would say his is way more accustomed to like being an athlete, which I really appreciate. you know, but kind of like he said, you know, it's about the experience, but because of his like his knowledge of his own body and progress, it's easier for him to have more of like that insight where like other people just sometimes like will do HIIT cardio or they don't exercise at all, and you know, it's hard to kind of relate, I would say.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I shaped this based on your experience, you know,
Yeah.
what I played, what I didn't play.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and you're very calm.
Thank you. Took me a long time to get this way.
Lucas, what sign do you think you use?
Air sign.
think
I don't
so.
know which one.
I think I am, I think.
He's like, I think
I'm
I am.
not too much into that
When's
stuff.
your birthday?
February 9th.
Pisces.
No, I know what I am, I just don't know if it's
He's he's Aquarius.
Aquarius.
What's Aquarius?
Aquarius
I think
is.
I don't know, I think it might be in there, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think air is Aquarius, Gemini, Capricorn, I think.
I just know he's
Maybe not, actually, I
I
don't know.
just know he's Aquarius.
No, maybe Earth. Maybe he's Earth. I
Give
think
me
he's
a big
Earth.
breath, big
Is that
stretch.
Aquarius Earth? What's
He's
that?
the Avatar.
Big breath, big stretch, whatever you need right now. Take your time.
Am I like how am I like pretty, you think, beat up?
A little bit.
A little
And
bit.
then whenever you're ready, we'll go ahead and sit up nice and slow. 3, 2, 1.
So wait, we're doing the hot first, then cold.
Hot first, then cold. Always end with
Why hot then cold?
cold. Because all the benefits of the cold are letting your body reacclimate to its regular temperature. So that's where you're going to get all the calorie expenditure, all the metabolism kicking in. So if you go from the cold back to the hot, that's fine. But always ending cold though, because you know if you're cold and now you're putting an external device, you know, such as the hot, your body's not warming itself back up. It's using that heat to help warm back up.
Look
So
at
it kind
that.
of it's just taking away from the benefits of getting in the cold. It was kind of pointless at the beginning.
Well, I should have known that in college because I definitely did cold hot.
You can go back and forth, just always ending cold.
Never ended in cold.
All right, this is my, what is this filter on? This is not what I wanted. Oh God, I hate when they do that. Okay, no, okay, all right. All right, so today I am doing my first like cold tub thing experience. So say hi.
I
And I'm probably gonna die, and then you can see I actually.
Wait, was that with me or him?
I didn't get you. Oh, I guess you too. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. All right. Wish me luck. All right. You should probably film like just
all
for
right,
like a
give me your
two,
phone. I'll multitask.
and then you just
I got it.
flip it.
it's gonna be hilarious.
It's not.
It's gonna be great.
Okay, so this is the
You're from
hot.
Michigan, no, you'll be fine.
No, like I have very sensitive skin. I have a lot of problems.
Okay, ready? This is the hot.
But like I used to have hot tub parties.
That's great. You won't do this. Just start relaxing.
Remember Lucas? I told you.
Yeah, I know you did. You told me.
I used to be like a very like I used to be I wouldn't say like a party girl, but like I kind of like if my mom was going out of town, it was always like we were having.
And just get in the hot tub. Enjoy the hot tub.
Okay, you know what, mother?
Okay.
Be in there for about a minute.
Only a minute?
Get in neck deep. Shoulders in there, everything.
Okay.
Only a minute.
I'm gonna start filming on your phone now. Ready?
Crack that up.
Okay, 3,
Wow, this is
2,
like reminding me of my like
3, 2, 1. I'm filming on your phone now.
this is actually enjoyable. This part.
Rest of the too.
Because I wish we had a hot tub.
Me too.
Except like the pool outside actually feels like bath water.
It's because it's in the sun all day.
I know. But like theirs is like in ground, like in here.
Okay, get your traps under too.
All right, I need to fix my hair. I should have done
Your
this.
hair's gonna get wet. Just let it go.
I should have just done this beforehand. That's right.
So some quick tips before you do jump in the pool. One, get it nice and quick. The longer you take to get in, the more your mind's like, fuck no, we don't want to do this.
Oh, I'm just gonna walk in.
So yeah, but still try to get it quick. A lot of people like they get in and they just like kind of pause, and so your mind's just gonna tell you.
I have to just walk in all the time. I'm not going in.
Yeah, just go in. To the pool is 100% mental, so it's all in your breathing. So just like we're doing in the room, and through the nose, out through the mouth. It is very cool. A lot of people get in there, it's like hyperventilating. If that happens, we'll be able to catch your breath, catch your breathing under control, in through the nose, out through the mouth. We're trying to do at least 45 seconds. If you actually hate it and you want to get out, you're free to get out. If you want to push longer, you're free to push longer.
Well, I experience anxiety and stress on a regular basis, so
It's actually really good for you. It actually helps a lot. Let's do it. It's game time.
I make everything like funny. It's not funny.
I believe in you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Not many people do, but
Time to be great.
I'll take what I
Well,
get.
you got a second one with the ways in you now. That's all that matters.
You guys, I just want you to know I'm keeping it very PG around here. Okay, this is not comfortable at all, and I'm not doing this again. So this is like this is
Is
here.
this the cold one or this one?
Right there, right there. Yep, right there.
Did you put the ducky in there for like positive vibes?
Positive vibes, yeah.
Huh?
Positive vibes. They have
Look at this. They look like a floaty.
Give me 45 seconds.
Okay, ready, Miranda?
Oh my
Walk, let's
Oh
go.
my god. Oh my god, this is miserable. Oh my god, I don't know what I was thinking in there. I was too confident. Holy
I told you getting quick. See?
Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Holy fuck.
Maybe 15 seconds. Maybe 20. Try to sit. Just try to sit.
Breathe. Holy shit.
Get it through the nose and out through the mouth.
We used to have to do this every day after practice.
You're doing absolutely amazing. You just gotta sit down.
Imagine having balls, they shrivel
Yeah, they go so they're actually not even there anymore. They go into your stomach.
into your stomach.
In through the nose, out through the mouth. You're doing great.
Holy shit.
Big, deep rhythmic breath, just like you're doing in the room. In through the nose, you got it.
I fucking suck that.
Just 10 more seconds.
You're doing, Miranda, you're doing great.
You're an animal.
Go for a minute, fuck the 45.
Got 15.
Holy shit. So close.
You're doing good.
I was not ready for this.
5 seconds.
This is what a Colta feels like.
We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it, man. Good job.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit. I can't even move. Holy shit. Holy shit. I just got really humbled today. Oh my god.
She's just like bent over.
My feet are numb.
Oh, I bet. Surprised you can even feel your fucking feet
I can't.
with your fucking broken ass pinky toes.
Oh my god.
I can see the feet.
You're hilarious, bro.
Drama 101, that was dramatic.
If you think that's drama, wait until you see me do shit like this. I'm worse. Drama's my middle name.
Oh my god. Hi guys, welcome to the YouTube channel, or welcome back if you have been here. If you are new here, my name is Miranda Cohen and we're doing a leg workout today. If you guys do not know, we have new programs this month. It's June, well technically it's June, I guess it's June 2nd now, but it's June 2nd, and every month on the 1st, we release new programs that we are currently doing for that month. So myself and Lucas have different programs. If you are not familiar with who Lucas is, you could scroll my Instagram or just see my content and you'll know exactly who Lucas is. Lucas has a lot of experience with training himself, and he also used to be a D1 athlete. And I'm not just saying he used to be a D1 athlete to, like, you know, it's not that. It's more so he looks like he has played a sport, and he looks like he could actually probably box or something. People always ask, we're in public, they're like, oh, do you box? And it's like the same thing over and over again. So he actually knows what he's doing with training. He trains all muscle groups. He's not one of those people that skips legs. He's a no bullshit type of person, and that's kind of why we've been able to be a team together, because as much as I want to grow my physique and also become my best self, he's also wanted to do the same for himself. So that being said, Lucas has a program that he does, and he follows that every single month, and it's the same program that he's doing in this current moment of time. So it's the same thing for me as well. I also have a program. It's labeled Miranda program. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. No, I'm not. Okay, anyways, it's just, I hate when my eyes get watery. Okay, anyways, it passed. So I have a program on there. I focus more so on my legs. So you'll notice if you were to buy this program, it's $5. All programs are $5 that we offer, and mine focused more on the growth of my legs. So I do 2 upper body days, more well-rounded upper body days. It's not just like an arm day. It's typically a mixture of upper body. And I honestly have found that training like that has been very efficient for my body, because 1, I don't have as much time as I used to anymore. And 2, I am more focused on the mind-muscle connection that I get in my movements rather than trying to lift for strength. And Lucas's program focuses more so on the full body. So he has a little bit more divided body part structured. So he does a 5-day workout program, and he's only doing 2 leg days, where he's doing upper body 3 days. So it's kind of like you get the best of both worlds if you were to buy both, which is just $10. And we try to make it as reasonable as possible financially. You know, we know that everybody isn't made of money. We know that there's a lot of bullshit online and honestly in the fitness community, and there's a lot of people trying to always grab you for money and this and that. I don't want to be labeled as one of those people, That's kind of actually why too that we do YouTube videos like this, because we want to make sure that we're going over form and we're trying to just kind of lead properly and show that, you know, the gym is to be taken seriously, and if you actually want results, this is what the YouTube is for, to kind of go over form and kind of go over any questions that you could have with a particular movement. So I just want to kind of intro with that. And now we're going to be doing, I don't know, I guess some pre-workout type things. Lucas is going to be using the Ultimate Shred. This has a lot of caffeine in it. I'm not sure why he's taking this right now. And sorry that I keep sniffling, but I need to take an allergy pill and I don't have one right now, so just bear with me. So this has beta-alanine and a lot of shredding things. So if you want to get shredded, I guess, take this pre-workout. Why do you take this?
It has like a fat burner in there. I like it. And it's cherry limeade.
It's too late for that right
Cherry limeade's my favorite flavor.
He's already shredded, but he needs to, I guess, get shredded more. It's summertime. And then I'm going to be using my Powerade here. Typically, I'm super lazy with electrolytes, and I like to just utilize them in the workout. And I'm going to be doing my glutamine and my creatine, so I'm going to do that right now. I keep sniffling. I'm so sorry. Sorry, guys. It's been very humid today in Florida, and oh, and also I wanted to just clarify, is my face red? My face is probably like more red on camera right now, but I just had a facial treatment yesterday, and typically my face is red for, actually it was not yesterday, it was 2 days ago, right? Already? That's crazy. So 2 days ago. My face is recovering though. So I got a Morpheus 8 treatment, and basically, I get this question a lot. The difference between microneedling and Morpheus 8 is that microneedling is what kind of gets rid of acne scarring or any markings on the face, old scars, old pigmentation, like blemishes more so, where the Morpheus 8 is the skin tightener. So basically it helps kill cells in the skin and kind of helps the skin rejuvenate with collagen. They both do that as well. And basically with the Morpheus 8, it helps kind of keep the skin a little bit more firm, and it helps kind of lose like the, I want to say like the baby fat off of your face or so. And I usually get the laser treatment in my jaw and my chin. I've had a rash on my neck, and it's a whole thing. I have really weird shit happen to me. And when I say like I have weird shit, I like genuinely mean that. Like I get things that I have never seen anybody else get. Like one time I went to Florida last year. Went to Florida, oh my God. I went to Disney World, and I came back and I had, I don't know, this is like so TMI, but I literally had a rash in my butt crack. Like, how does that even happen? Like how do we get there? And there I am in urgent care, literally spreading my butt cheeks for him to see what the kind of, like that's the shit that I deal with. And then I have a rash on my neck. Like who gets that? I don't know, Miranda does.
I don't think you should have shared that.
What?
You spread your butt cheeks for the doctor after the.
I know. I was just trying to give this is what I have to go through.
That's a TMI moment.
I know. I said TMI beforehand.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was just trying to have them understand.
It's a visual experience.
I was trying to have them understand.
Glad.
Are you gonna keep it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. Anyways, we're gonna get going to this workout. Did we decide which workout we're gonna do?
Yeah. Workout 1 from the Miranda program.
Oh, we're doing that workout today?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. I feel it. Oh my God.
Let it go. Show them how violent you are.
It's just not happening.
Chew.
I hate this. I hate it so much. Right. Also, you guys, I wanted to just also say too, if you haven't yet, I posted on TikTok about the dance TikTok cult that is now trending on Netflix. If you go on Netflix, I don't know if it still is, but it was labeled #1 for the things that came out. And this video hits home for me because I am from the same area that Miranda and Melanie Wilking are from, and I used to actually dance with them at Gotta Dance. And as a woman myself, watching that, I was terrified and mortified for Miranda's safety, and also just so empathetic, and I feel so sorry for what their parents have gone through with this whole thing. And I can only imagine how this has, made Melanie feel, and how she has, she just recently got married. And it doesn't even look like Miranda was at the wedding, because her photos on Instagram actually were shown with her not at the wedding because nobody was around, and there was actually a huge arch missing from her photos. So to me, if she was at the wedding, there would have been more decorations. So anyways, you would understand if you watched the documentary. But my point is you really don't know sometimes what someone goes through, and it's very easy to kind of prejudge and say, you know what, I don't really get how someone could, or I don't get how this could happen to somebody, or, I thought she came from a good family, like why would this happen? We can sit here and we can always justify abuse and why someone goes through what they go through, but there needs to be a level of empathy and understanding, because sometimes we really don't have control over what happens to us. Like sometimes we don't know that one decision is the one decision that we should have never made. And we don't know that until the situation is done and over with. And as time goes on, you realize that we're always one decision away from changing literally the rest of our lives. We are always one decision from changing the trajectory of where our life goes. Because I'm sure when she was, in LA and dancing and not in this cult, I'm sure she did not plan for her life to be like this. I'm sure. She had a great childhood. She had a great life. Her family was supportive. This was never supposed to be in her cards, right? So I just hope that you guys understand that as a woman, and if you're a male watching this, I want you to understand that women do go through a lot, and it's not that men don't go through a lot either. I mean, I'm sure you guys have heard all the celebrity stuff that has gone on with Diddy and whatnot, but we have to understand that we need to start coming together more. And we need to start having a little bit more empathy for what people go through. And I'm not even just talking about rape or emotional abuse. I'm talking about just in general. We need to start being a little bit more sincere with our thoughts and our communication and the way that we articulate ourselves. Because honestly, it is not all about us. It's really not. It's really not. And the only reason why I'm saying this is because I want to be remembered for being somebody that stands up for something, and I want to be remembered for someone that's not just trying to go viral online and trying to just say what everybody else says and does. I want to be known for being my own person. I want to be known for standing up for what is right, and as much as I'm allowed, I'm going to do that. And I pride myself in being somebody that has integrity. And if you're watching this and you're new here, I hope that maybe over time you can see that. And for people that have been, here for a minute, or, if you've recently been starting to watch the YouTube videos, I hope that you're able to see that I'm not just this person that has a number by my name. I hope that you're able to see that I have more to offer the world. And for as many years, honestly, for as much as I've been around, I've been actually told who I am and just be quiet, and you're so sensitive, and I've actually been belittled my whole life, and I never believed it. I never believed I was too much. I have never felt like I actually fit in a scenario or in an environment. And if you've seen the way that I've actually changed brands a lot, that's actually kind of why. Everyone else in a situation could do something, but it's always going to be Miranda's fault. Something's always going to be Miranda. It's always going to be put on me. And as much as there's an accountability factor that I am not always perfect in a scenario, I will always apologize when I'm wrong. But I just want people to know that what you see through a screen is not real life. Because I'm even saying this to you right now, and you have no context and no details to what I'm saying. You're just listening to my words, and you're comprehending them the way that you comprehend them. So I just want to kind of leave with that, because a lot of fucked up things is honestly going on in the world, and it brings a lot of perspective, because I was actually put in a situation where I could have been raped. And I've actually talked on this previously in my YouTube videos, I think about a year ago, and probably a year and a half ago now. And when I watched the documentary, I was like, wow, that could have been me. And I'm sorry that this got really depressing, but I just had to speak on that, the dance cult thing, because I knew those girls. I danced with them. They were in my dance studio. And a lot of shitty things happen to really good people, and sometimes you never really know. You don't really know why.
so the first exercise in today's workout is gonna be a seated hamstring curl. You're gonna notice that she's pushing her hands into the handles and she's pushing herself back into the seat. This gives her a very sturdy position to do the movement. Then as she's going, she's focused on curling her shins all the way in and fully engaging that hamstring. On movements like this one and the quad extension, you're gonna notice this on the last set, do a drop set. So what the goal here is we're gonna do this set for 8 reps, and then we're gonna drop the weight about half of what it is. So if you're at 130, you'll drop to like 65 pounds, and then you're gonna take that set to failure.
Like I'm at 115 right now, and I'm gonna drop it to 70.
Yeah, so the same thing on quad extension. Both of these exercises will have drop sets on it on the last set. So you're gonna finish the set, hit 8 reps, then you're gonna drop the weight and take that set to failure.
And it's not about how fast you do it, it's about how much you control it, see?
The second exercise in today's workout is going to be a quad extension. Form on quad extension to me is really important, especially if you're trying to focus on the actual quad engagement. So the 2 things I always recommend, Miranda always does, Miranda's nailed for years. She's grabbing the handles on the side and she's pulling herself down tight into the seat. And then in that position, she's focused on extending her legs up, and when she gets to the top, notice she squeezes her quads. She's forcing that muscle to fully contract, and then she's controlling the negative down. The biggest mishap I see in the gym, you guys do not control your negatives. Stop slamming stuff around, control the negative, you get more out of the exercise.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what not to do when you're the strongest person in the gym. Lucas, I'm talking to you. So we deal with this thing in the gym where like there's just like constantly a lot of egos. And I can talk on this because like I've had one. I don't have one as much anymore, but it's still kind of like part of my soul to have one in the gym. But egos get you hurt. I'm not saying Lucas is hurt. I'm saying someone else in this gym right now might get hurt. Because there's this like silent weight war.
No, there's not.
And I'm just watching it.
There's not.
So I just want you guys to know that if we weren't having this silent beef, Lucas would not be doing this much weight. I'm just like,
That's a lie. I do this every week. Check my Instagram.
check my resume.
I raise the fucking youth.
So you're gonna notice that I'm gonna be very hard on him on this set, but you guys know why. So let's control it. All right. So notice too, his hips are gonna be shooting back. Good. So what you don't wanna do is you don't wanna strain his neck like he's doing, but he's really focused on hitting this weight right now, so that's why he's doing that. But I would actually rather you guys focus on actually keeping your neck and your head in line with your spine. I can tell this weight's getting heavy. Yep. It's kind of why we can see him kind of a little bit playing with his lower back. Still very impressive, but we're just...
I didn't pull with my lower back, bro. My back's good.
At this hour, it's a little too much. Because I'm doing 135, and we're keeping it light.
We all can't be a monster.
I don't have straps. And my forearms are going to be on fire. And I promise you, I will outbeat your forearm workout that you do any day of the week. Just saying. So the key to this movement is finding the shortest amount of shorts possible so that he can make sure to show you guys that he has actual quads. Right, Lucas?
Yep.
Good.
That's the goal.
So you'll notice his stance is, I would say, a little bit wider than what I prefer to do it, which is totally okay. It's all preference.
About shoulder width.
Yeah, shoulder width, but your toes are pointed out. So notice as he goes down, he's really pushing through his heels, but he's also keeping his big toe planted on the platform. This is super key when actually you want to feel the entire movement within your legs in general, because when you start lifting your toes to your feet, you're actually like losing the engagement of the entire movement. So you want to make sure that your feet are the most stable thing during this movement. Then you want to actually focus on your breathing. You want to make sure that you're bracing at the top, deep breath in, kind of almost like having your stomach blowed out, but you're actually like tightening your core. And then when you actually get to the top, that's when you actually would release the breath, like kind of how you just did right now. You're doing good. And you can notice too, he's actually very so controlling this. And he's actually did a really good job. That's good. Good job. That's good. Very good. Very good.
Short shorts are the key.
Yeah. Caked up on a Sunday.
Do you have a pad?
What?
Can you get something for my nuts?
Yes. Let me get that. Here.
Just keep that away. Okay.
Does that help?
No.
What would you say this movement feels like?
Like a fucking pad is getting shoved up my balls. It is so uncomfortable. Oh, I'm done. This thing. See this, guys? This was going up my nuts.
This is a good workout video so far. Lucas, good. So, I say this with like all of my love, I swear to you, and I also have empathy when I speak. But right now, we're gonna say facts, okay? When you do not like the way you look, you're never gonna find the perfect angle. It's not funny, Lucas. I'm trying to be serious, actually. You actually have to put in the work in order to like the way that you appear in the world.
So are you trying to state that the goal is to look good from any angle and every angle? And not
Yes,
just one angle?
yes. Because my point more so is like, I think we all are taught or not taught about confidence. And one's version of confidence sometimes is honestly a lie. And what I mean by that is I could have a conversation with somebody and they could say, I'm just using this for example, they could say, you don't make me feel insecure. But if every time I'm saying something to you and you respond defensively, that's a huge sign of insecurity. And it's actually a huge sign of lack of self-worth, because mature people want to communicate, and people that are always seeking a problem do not know how to communicate. And this is the same thing for confidence. If you're not putting in the outer work to look a type of way, you're always going to be envious of people that look the way that you want to look. So if you don't like yourself, and I'm genuinely saying this with a lot of love, if you do not like yourself internally or externally, it is your job to fix it. Stop blaming everybody else online for like having this perfect physique or looking a type of way, or having to honestly deactivate your account because people make you feel that insecure. If you are one of those people and you're listening to this right now, I'm really glad you're listening, because you need to stop. It is not everybody else's problem that you don't like yourself, and I'm gonna do my set now. Okay, so you guys, I have a secret. I wear cotton balls in my shoes because sometimes like my Jordans actually like kind of rub my feet wrong.
That's not why. You wear cotton balls in your shoes because your pinky toe looks like it has a fucking hunchback.
Yeah, my pinky toes are actually broken on both feet. So if you ever see like weirdly large like objects in my socks, it's because I wear XL cotton balls in my socks. All right, I'll do my set now.
So we're getting to the last superset. We are starting with the calf raise. I prefer the leg press. Well, it's the only calf raise we can do in this gym, so it's shit out of luck. So we're gonna notice two things when she does.
Nose is itchy.
The first thing.
Sorry, my nose is itchy. Oh my god.
She's itching. That's not the first thing. So
Okay.
the first thing is she's gonna come into a good stretch. So the weight's gonna push her foot to be like this.
You are doing so much right now for a calf
All
raise.
right. So she's gonna come into a good stretch, and then she's gonna fully extend. So the thing is, when she's in the stretch, like this. We want to hold it for a second. She's not doing that because she's not want to be great. And then when you're in the flexion, we want to squeeze it for a second. Doing that's going to get you a pump, and it's going to help work that range of motion and open up your calf, which makes your calf bigger, because the larger range of motion you work, the more we can grow the muscle. I'm not yelling. I'm excited. I'm passionate. I have passion pouring out of my arm.
You really are talking.
I am.
Yeah, like you're screaming at me.
Oh, sorry, guys. She's doing a great job. Just, guys, stretch, hold for a second, flex, hold for a second. In my opinion, when you do that consistently, you're gonna grow your calves.
All right, guys, this concludes our workout for today. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching. A couple of reminders, $5 program in the description. All the other links and bullshit we do is also in the description. Make sure you go click on or watch my cults video. I'm stopping. It's either if you don't like it, you can just watch me cry. That's maybe enjoyable for you on a Sunday. And then also, I should have already posted at this point. a video about emotional abuse slash like narcissistic abuse. So if you have time in your life at some point, go ahead and watch that video too. And that's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys like this video. Like, subscribe, share, talk shit about me, do whatever you gotta do. Bye.